The ancient Chinese proverb says, the best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago. The second best time is today. That to me really sums up what's going on in the central Indiana market right now. And I'm really excited to kind of share with you what I'm seeing in the marketplace here as we are really in the late part of June right now. It's crazy. We're almost halfway through the year. I just think that truth in a lot of areas in life is so valid, right? A lot of times we wait for everything to be perfect and we have to be just right. And a lot of times going before you maybe feel like you're a little bit ready is oftentimes the best plan. I can tell you that in my life, whether it was when I was a teacher for 4 years and I got into real estate, I wasn't quite ready for that. Wasn't quite ready to buy my first house. Sure as heck wasn't ready to have 7 kids, right? But because I erred on the side of action, I was able to reap the benefits of a good decision that continued to age well over time, right? And so here I am now from a professional level, almost 22 years selling real estate, 24 years here investing in Central Indiana. And it's, I tell you what, it's interesting what I'm seeing right now. I was cutting my teeth during the Great Recession and really had a really solid run in that early part of my career because I recognized the opportunity when people were saying why it was so terrible. And I think right now it looks a little different, when we fast forward, 17, 18, 19 years from that time period. But the opportunity is getting greater to actually make a move than I've seen in quite a long time. So I'm going to talk about that today, and I'm going to give you stats and kind of show an interesting dynamic that I'm seeing going on in the marketplace right now. But again, really want you to think about that Chinese proverb. The best time to plant a tree is 20 years ago. The next best time is today. And what can you do today to help get you where you want to go and stop looking at the outside circumstances that you really can't control, but can actually be of favor to you over time. So we'll start by talking about the data like we always do. It's the previous month statistics, so these are based on information from May. But in Central Indiana, there was 14.3% more homes for sale in May of 26 compared to May of 2025. Home sales up 5.1%, the most amount of home sales we've had in a single month in like 4 years. And then actually, the average price, the median price actually went down 0.7%, so like $1,300 is what the median price went down. Hamilton County available homes for sale or inventory was up only 1.7%, but home sales were up 13.4%. I'm going to talk about that dynamic here in a little bit and kind of what we're seeing. And then actually, Hamilton County, the median home price went up 0.5%, which is like $2,500. And then Marion County, 23.6% more homes for sale compared to a year ago, and 5.9% more homes for sale, or more homes that actually sold, and then the median home price in Marion County has gone down 2% from a year ago, which is about $5,000. So again, we're seeing the market kind of flatline, maybe get a little bit soft. And again, we continue to see more choices hit the market, but we're also seeing some buyers that are kind of getting off the sidelines here and understanding that now could be an opportunity as we see the growth in inventory. And to give you a perspective on that, compared to 4 years ago, so May of 2022, we in Central Indiana had over 3,600 more homes for sale now than at this time 4 years ago. That's 141% more inventory. Hamilton County had 136.1% more inventory than 4 years ago, and Marion County 170.5%. So we're getting more than double the choices from 4 years ago, but the home sales are actually down compared to 4 years ago. So more than double the inventory from 4 years ago, but less sales. In Central Indiana, do you know that we sold 619 fewer homes in the month of May 2026 compared to May 2024? Hamilton County, you were down 12.8% compared to 4 years ago, and Marion County was down 20.3%. So again, more choices, fewer sales from a 4-year perspective, right? So what has that done to the market? That's actually made it kind of level out. Not really dip, but just kind of level out, right? So, and where we're really seeing a little bit more of that softness, quite frankly, is in the lower price points. And I'll give you an illustration of this. What I did is I looked at data in Hamilton County and the north side of Indianapolis, and homes under 500,000. If you actually look at the sales to list price ratio of homes that have sold in the last 2 to 3 months, 98.9% in Hamilton County versus 99.5% compared to all homes. So homes above 500,000 as well. So more than 0.5% sales to list price ratio difference. And then the days on market, the average home in Hamilton County sold in 29 days. And the median price of that was 7 days. But if you got homes under $500,000 though, the days on market was 37 days. So 8 days longer, and the median time was, the median days on market was 11. Marion County, very similar dynamic. Out of all the homes on the north side of Marion County, which would be Pike, Washington, Lawrence Township, this is the data that I pulled, sales to list price ratio was 99.2%, but on homes under $500,000, it was 98.8%. So again, a little bit softer. And the time on market, 30 days for the average home in Marion County and 33 days for those homes that were under $500,000. So what does that tell you? That tells you that, by the way, it tells you things are moving, but it tells you that things are moving a little bit more in the upper price point, and there's a little bit more options and a little bit more opportunity for homes in the lower price point. Again, on average. Right. So what does that mean? That means that a lot of you first-time home buyers that have been waiting, the average first-time home buyer in America is 40 years old. You first-time home buyers that have been waiting, now could be a great time to get off the sideline, and you can have a little bit more choice right now. I'm working with a couple people right now that are in that boat, and if it's a solid home in good condition, it still can sell pretty quick. But there is a little bit more choice out there for sure, and buyers don't feel as frazzled. Now, what if you're looking in the upper price points? Don't get it twisted. If something's priced well and is in good condition, there's a good chance it's going to sell. That's just the reality of the situation with it. And frankly, I'm seeing that a lot in Hamilton County right now. So being prepared is important, and it's also important to understand that all real estate is local. And if you want to work with a realtor, if you want to work with a team that can actually walk you through these kind of micro dynamics that are going on in our market, and we can compare it to the national, but who really cares about the national, right? But what's going on in our local market? We've been doing this for 22 years now. Like I said, I've been investing in real estate here for 24 years. Using my personal experience and also with the data trends that I follow, I really like what I'm seeing, what's happening here in the market. And I think, opportunity is two sides of the same coin. You've probably heard me say that before. And I think that when you learn how to mentally think about it correctly and get prepared and err on the side of strategic action, you're going to be that person 20 years from now that's going to say, man, I'm glad I planted that tree. I'm glad that I purchased that property. I'm thinking of a couple clients right now that we bought investment homes for them this year, and some of the incentives that we're seeing right now, the opportunities there if you're ready to act. And if you want to know how we can help you do that, we encourage you to hit the subscribe button or the like button, follow us, whether it's on Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram, or YouTube, hit the subscribe button. And we would love to be your resource and educate you on how to maximize the opportunity here that we have in the Central Indiana real estate market. I hope you found this valuable. I hope you found it helpful. If you have any questions, if you need any resources, that's what we're here to do. We're never too busy for your referrals. Thanks so much.